In this lecture, we will review sex work customers. Who are they? Well, there is an old saying that it takes two to tango. Prostitution obviously cannot occur unless a customer wants to pay for the services of a prostitute. Despite this essential fact of prostitution, there are very few studies of why men choose to become customers. The implicit message from this lack of studies is that it is normal for men to have sex with a prostitute, but abnormal for women to charge these men for sex. The few studies we have do not find any substantial differences between customers and non-customers. Just as men come from various social backgrounds, so do the men who choose to have sex with a prostitute. Customers do have certain motivations for choosing to pay for prostitution. These motivations include: first, the desire to have sex with someone with a certain physical appearance, such as age, race, body type. 2, the lack of a sexual partner or dissatisfaction with a sexual partner, including a desire to have unconventional sex that the partner does not share. 3, the thrill of having sex with a prostitute. Yes, some people believe that it is very thrilling to have sex with any prostitute. And 4, the desire to have sex without having to make an emotional commitment. Although one or more of these motivations may be necessary for a man's decision to seek prostitution, they do not entirely explain this decision. For example, many men may not have a sexual partner or may be dissatisfied with a partner they do have, but they still do not decide to pay for a prostitute. Okay, now, the National Survey of Sexual Health and Behavior is also known as the NSSHB, is the largest nationally representative probability survey focused on understanding sex in the United States. Now, according to the NSSHB, 4.3% of men age 18 to 59 and 0.8% of women age 18 to 59 reported paying or being paid for sex in the past year. Prostitutes refer to their customers as quote-unquote Johns. About 50% of the clients are occasional Johns. They may be respectable businessmen who seek only occasional contacts with prostitutes, perhaps while on business trips. Nearly 50% are repeat customers who seek a regular relationship with one particular prostitute or a small group of them. The remainder are compulsive Johns who use prostitutes for their major sexual outlet. They are driven to them and cannot stay away. Now, see my lecture on variations in sexual behaviors. There are also some abnormalities in certain sexual behaviors that I review. Now, a study of the clients of male and female prostitutes in Atlanta found that the two groups of men were very similar. On average, they were about 35 years old and had completed 1 to 2 years of college. 54% were white and the rest black. The men reported having had an average of 4 sexual partners during the preceding month, of whom 2.5 were paid. The clients of male prostitutes had been using prostitutes for about 6 years. The clients of female prostitutes for about 7.5 years. Now, commercial sex work is common in locations where there are large numbers of men separated from their usual social contacts, such as military bases. In the 21st century, the provision of sex workers near bases often involved women who have been trafficked. Please see my lecture on sex trafficking. Now, in my next lecture, we will review the male sex worker, also known as a gigolo, who is a male who provides companionship and sexual gratification on a continuing basis to a woman in exchange for money. Or a hustler, who is a male sex worker who sells his services to men. I will see you in my next lecture.